Hello and welcome back to AutoCraft. We're on episode 9, hanging out here at the gazebo in my fancy new little pathways that I completed in the last episode. So let me know what you guys think about this area. I still think that the trees need to be adjusted just slightly, but I'm hoping somebody else kind of takes on that project. I love the look of the crane in the background now. So excited to kind of see what's going on here today. Anyways, we're here at the gazebo because Alex had messaged me and he said, hey, I left you a little something in your house. Start recording. So here I am in my house and I can see there's a little something in there. So let's go check. Happy birthday. You must eat the cake before you can open the box. Oh, that's a dirty little trick there, Alex. Dirty little trick. So I guess we need to get some food. We need to force our food. Come on, food. How many times can you eat from a cake? 7 times? I think I needed 7 food. There's 3. This is gonna take a while. I'll bring you back once I'm done with the food. Alright, I did 8 just in case. Let's get the wings back on. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, it's 1 per? I thought it was only a half. Okay, so there's 2 more slices. How did that not hurt? I don't want to die. Okay, that should be enough. 5, 6. Oh my gosh. Are you serious? Come on, jump, jump, jump. There we go. That was the worst. Okay. Happy birthday. You must eat this cake before you can open the box. I officially have eaten the cake, even before this cake, which we can eat right now. Look at this guy. Some netherite ingots and a milk bucket. It's actually a really good present. Thanks, Alex. So for any of you that did not know, my birthday was last week. I'm not going to give you the exact day because personal information, but yeah, it was last week, and that was really nice of him. So I appreciate that, Alex, and even the milk. We had a conversation so long ago about the fact that I'm not a big milk drinker. I don't like milk, so of course he gives me the milk. That's funny. Let's eat the rest of this cake. This cake needs to go anyway. Bam, bam. Thanks, Zame. So yeah, that's where we're starting today, is with that. I appreciate it, Alex. Again, thank you very much. But now we need to see if either of our 2 shops made any money. So we'll start with the gilded axe, because that was the first one that we built. And gilded blackstone, blackstone, and gold. Nothing. Nothing. What about beacons? Maybe some of the beacons sold? Probably not, though. Honestly, don't think a lot of people have been on this week, so, yeah. That kind of figures. Alright, anyways, that is now complete. The next step is to check on the golden carrot shop and the library. The library I've been neglecting because I know it needs more books, and just going and spending a whole bunch of time trading with villagers is a little bit annoying. So we're making a good amount of profit here in the golden carrots. So when I'm trading for the books, I'll probably trade for more golden carrots as well. But I know for a fact that we are either completely empty or almost completely empty on mending books. So this definitely needs to get filled. Yeah, we're empty. And so I'll spend some time doing this off camera. It's not something I'm going to just sit there and trade with villagers. You all know what that's like. So I'll do that, and then I'll bring you back here once the library is completely in stock, because today we are actually going to be focused on hanging out with some villagers that do our book trades. Well, it's been a couple days since my last clip because I got sick. So my voice may sound a little bit different. I am getting a little bit better, and I want to actually continue this episode. So even though I'm sick, I'm going to record through it. Hello, chicken. Thanks for interrupting. But either way, I did collect the rest of the books to refill everything. So I'm going to go ahead and do all that first. But I've also added our next piece of this build, or I haven't added it yet, but I've designed it, and I'm going to be adding that as well. So I figure we might as well just go right from here into a little time lapse where I build up the rest of the bookstore, or the library as we've been referring to it as, and get the rest of the books on sale. So I hope that you enjoy. Shouldn't be a very long one. It's just a little additional add-on to this building, and I'll catch you on the other side. And there we have it, the updated library build. So you can see that I added another section with 6 more books into it. I also added a few more trees and kind of just cleaned it up a little bit around the backside. So I wanted to make it look as included as possible in the original build. I didn't really want it to look like a separate structure. So for example, like this right here is really bothering me. Get there. Let's fix that. Got it. So yeah, I wanted it to look, like I said, as much as the original structure as possible. And then we added 6 new books. So we have all the Trident books from Impaling, Loyalty, Curse of Binding, Channeling, Riptide, and then we also have Curse of Binding and Soul Speed. So this is the only book that we will charge a different cost for. As you can see, it's 1 diamond block per book, because most of the time if you're going to use binding, you're going to be pranking somebody. Most people don't bind their gear to themselves. So, and then Soul Speed is going to be the same price. So speaking of the prices, that is the next thing that we're doing. We are going to be lowering the price of books by 1 diamond each. Perfect. So now all of the books have been reduced by 1 diamond a piece. Splashes and I talked about doing this a little while back. It is, I would say, not super early season anymore, so a lot of people have really good gear. If they want to make extra tools, a lot of people are trying to get their own villagers because the books are expensive, so I'd rather give them an incentive to come buy it, and maybe a little bit later on in the season we'll knock it down to 2 diamonds per book. But for now, I already have to refill this like every couple weeks, and it's not fun with this many books. So 3 diamonds is a fair price. Again, I repeat, for all the AutoCrafters except for Curse of Binding, this is the only one that is more expensive. It is 1 diamond block per book. So if you have any requests for specific books, let me know. I probably won't add them into the shop, but I may have like a random like barrel where I will include random other books. Like I know Clumsy asked about Fire Aspect on his sword, which weirdo. I don't even know why you would do that, Clumsy, but if you want to cook your own meat, I guess it makes sense. So either way, we're done here. One last stop in the shopping district before we leave this place. I don't want 2 full episodes spent in the shopping district, but I did trade for some more golden carrots, so I wanted to go ahead and refill this while I was here. So let's see if I have enough to refill it all. I don't think I will. Yeah, nope. Not quite enough. So it looks like we need 9 more stacks of golden carrots. Thankfully, I have a bunch of golden carrots on me, so I'll just go ahead and use those. That's from my own personal stash, but I can always refill my stash later. Yeah, that's all we're doing here in the shopping district today. I also did buy out a shulker of this. This is called Cobbled Deep Slate, because for the castle, I am going to need a lot of deep slate, and I don't have a ton of it myself. So I figure as Rustic continues to stock this, I'm going to continue just buying it. 27 diamonds for me to not have to mine for hours at a time is a great deal. So that is it for the shopping district. Now comes the big project. So I've designed and built a new villager holding area, because if you know my villager hold area, it's just a little almost like cave underground that I just dug into the walls, and it's pretty ugly. So I also really don't like that I have 3 different areas that I manage, or technically 4. I have my starter base, I have my mega base, I have my industrial district, which is over there, and then I have my village area, which is over there. So we're going to be moving our primary villagers, all the librarians, from the villager area all the way to the industrial district through the nether. But to do that, I need to build. So I've collected all these resources to build the new villager holding area. It's going to take a little while to get it actually built up, but let's go ahead and collect all of these. All right, so now that we have all of these materials, we're going to take these and we're going to head over to our industrial area. How are my wings doing? Good. Because we need to start prepping for the next build. All right, so here's the industrial area where currently the only thing that we have going for us is this massive, massive mob farm. So the plans that I have so far are to set up a villager holding area. I really want it to be on this main island, so it's probably going to be at the very backside over here, which means I'm going to have to do a little bit of terraforming because there's like weird mountains and this little pond. So yeah, I need to flatten all this out. And for the time being, the build will probably look like it's floating a little bit over the edges of the island. I will have to eventually terraform that and make it look proper. But for now, I'm not going to worry about that because I just want to get the place built so I can start getting villagers over here. So this is everything that I have to do now. It's going to take me a little while, but you know what? I think that we need to take a little bit of break from building. So let's go ahead and drop these materials off. And we will get back to this a little bit later. Before we do that, we got to talk about this whole Dragon King stuff because I witnessed something last week that I never even brought up in my episode because I didn't have any time. But let's go take a look at what I witnessed. There's something weird going on over there. They're all wearing dragons on their face. I was just over there digging a hole, and then they just all started swarming me. I don't know what's going on, but they all are wearing dragons on their face except for Greenie. Oh, I got saw. I gotta go. The horror. They've teamed up. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know what their plans are. But you know, we gotta kind of figure this out. So I've been told that I may or may not have something explaining that at my mega base area, the mountain. So I guess we should go over there and check it out. Well, would you look at that? I was not lied to. I thought maybe they were going to try to prank me or something, so I was a little bit nervous about heading over here. But let's see. A Royal Request by Rustic Dragon. This is going to be really rough with my voice being as it is, but hear ye. The Dragon King requests your attention. The Draconic Kingdom has formed, and the king asks for your support. Some of you have already pledged allegiance to the king and his kingdom. He has asked the rest of you to do the same. Meet his royal highness and other loyal subjects. Under the Mount Behemoth, cookies will be supplied. Required to bring it. Yeah, no. Nope. We will not. I already told Rustic, I don't bow. Boss is in my name. So unless I can be the boss, I don't want to play. That sounds like a like a child that doesn't get his way. No. So from the clip that we saw, there's at least 5 or 6 people that are in his little crew of misfits. So first off, how dare you? How dare you? So there's like 5 or 6 of them that have joined up. Thankfully, there's a few people that I did not see at the meeting. And since Clumsy was there with me last week, helping me out with the Wither Skeletons, we talked a little bit about it. And he wouldn't give me a straight answer, yes or no, on if he was going to join them. But it sounded like he was leaning more towards no. So I guess if they're recruiting, I should probably start recruiting as well. So let me go get some books, and I don't know. He's bribing people with cookies. I don't like to bribe people. Like, I just want people to do their own thing and live a happy little Minecraft life. So I'll come up with an idea of what I can do for everyone, and then I'll invite them to oppose the Dragon King. All right, I typed a really long book titled Not My King. I'm not going to read the whole thing. but I will kind of pause here real quick. So if you do want to pause the video, you can read the whole entire book, or you might see it in other people's videos. But I wanted to basically give them a layout of kind of what I expect. Basically, we don't really know yet. So all I know is that the king has started recruiting people. We'll see if we can steal any of his recruits. If not, then maybe the people that didn't respond like me already are on our side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over to each individual person's base, and I'm going to set up just a quick little stand like this. So it'll be that, and that. And that's all we're going to leave. Like a little post sign with the book. So obviously I'm not going to give one to myself, but it should stand out and they get a free copper block out of it. So I'm not bribing them, but you know, I don't want to give them a material that they're going to throw in the trash. Well, I happen to have one left. So I made one too many. So I'm just going to put one here just in case I missed anybody. It'll act like kind of a community message to everyone. So that's where we're going to leave that. I've now planted all of the books in people's starter homes, at least all of the ones that I know about. Like I said, there might be people that don't even have a starter home yet. Like I know we had a new member join the server, and I'm pretty sure she's building over there. So I dropped one off in her like laid out area. You can see mechanics right there. So hopefully they all get the message. Hopefully I get some sort of response, and we'll see what happens. But either way, now I think it's about that time that we return back to the industrial area and focus on what we were doing over there. Well, we've set up the space for the build. It took a lot longer than I expected to fill in this much underneath or over the water. So I spent a little bit of time flattening this out. I made all the exterior surrounding the building moss because I want to use moss in this scenario. Because I'm not a big fan of this green. It's not as bright as like the jungle green. So I figure if I'm going to use any sort of green, we're going to use some moss. So obviously as time goes on, I will beautify this, and make it a little bit nicer, right? Obviously I'm not going to leave stuff like that, but for now, I just wanted a nice flat area for me to build the actual structure so that I can work on getting some villagers over here. So I'm going to work on this. I hope that you enjoy the time lapse. This is going to be a little bit of a bigger build than the one that we did earlier today. So let me know what you think, and let's go. And just like that, we have our Greek temple library for our librarians. So yeah, it's a pretty big build. It took a little while for me to do, and you can see that there's some variation in the walls, and the stairs just took a long time to make sure that they were orientated correctly. Their orientation was proper. It also was a lot of trapdoors, which obviously if you place wrong, it's a little bit annoying. So as you can see right here, we still see the stone because that's where the lecterns will sit. They'll sit right here, and then these will be opened up right on top of them. So you won't actually see the stone once I actually bring the villagers and the lecterns over here. But for now, they're not there. And then I am going to have probably like a drop down or something there where I'll keep some other types of villagers. I was going to build a couple more buildings, but honestly, this one's so big that I decided I'd probably just leave all the villagers in this building. So hopefully it's lit up enough. I do need to probably torch spam around this island, but either way, mobs will not come in here because of the triple carpets. So they will not be able to pathfind over this. And let's see, There's a skeleton. Come on, Skelly. So, oh, and he walked right over it. Pretty sure that was not, like, supposed to happen. I need to find a zombie. Because skeletons can shoot from far away. Okay, so the only way that they should get over that is if another mob pushes them over it. Nope, see, they're just walking right over it. See, he's getting super confused. Maybe I need to double it up. Whatever, I'll figure it out. I think I need to just add another row of carpets in there. Because they're walking on top of the carpet, but then just getting confused and then just pathfinding right over it, which I thought they weren't supposed to do, but now I feel like an idiot. Yeah, see, they're getting stuck. He doesn't feel like he can pathfind over it, but then he will randomly just walk right over it. So yeah, I'll just add another layer of carpets, or worst case scenario, I'll just add some fences so that mobs can't actually get in here. Because this is lit up enough that no mobs will spawn in here. I have a bunch of hidden lights around as well, just to make sure that it's lit up. But yeah, I don't want any sort of negative things happening to my villagers. So I think we're going to leave it at that for this build. I was going to move the villagers this week, but this took a little bit longer than anticipated, plus being sick. If I want to get the video out on time, I can't move the villagers. So I'll probably move the villagers in between episodes. I may start the next episode with it. We'll see what happens. All right, now that that's complete and I added the fences, let's do one last fly around of the giant Greek temple. I need to do something about this island and make it look a little bit more natural. It looks so funny right now. But we're not doing that today. So yeah, I think that that's where I'm going to end it today. If you guys have any suggestions on what you'd like to see, please let me know in the comments. I have some pretty cool plans for the rest of the season, but I think we are going to work on a couple farms next week and potentially maybe meet up with Death and build another shop. Wow, language. So yeah, that's, I believe, what the plan is for next week. If we can make it work out, then that's what we're gonna do. So I'll catch you guys next time. Hope you enjoyed. Like, subscribe, do all those fun things. Bye. I can't do it louder than that because my throat still hurts. So I'm sorry. Bye. Yeah, no, it's not gonna work. We'll catch you next time.